See you, Chris. Take care, bud. All right, guys. Thank you. Of course, we just had Chris Pronto on here. We're here with Bo now with LBX Tactical. I also want to mention Century Arms booth again, 11962. Folks, if you aren't already following Ava on Instagram, what's the handle again they can go to?
Ava Flano _.
Okay, go there, check her stuff out. You can look for her also on YouTube and reach out to her. Follow her, notifications, hit the bell, and all that good stuff. Bo's here from LBX. LBX Tactical. Some really cool stuff that I'm just finally, and I'm surprised it's taken me this long to get it. As long as I've known
I'm surprised
you,
too, yeah.
I've never been.
No, that's okay. I get
the
it.
product I've ever looked at.
I know, it's new.
It's some of the coolest stuff that I've ever looked at as far as the way it's built. And I'm not going to bring it up here because it's loaded with stuff, but it's the bag that I use and I'm carrying here at the show.
Right.
Talk a little bit about that. I've shown some of it on my videos, but I want people to know the type of products that you have and what goes into it.
Yeah, so in a nutshell, the parent company is London Bridge Trading. And London Bridge has been around for just around 40 years, and they're one of the top suppliers of tactical nylon for the military and our allies in the world. And they decided to do a different brand, kind of a sub-brand called LBX Tactical. And there's a long story to how it all came about, but the goal really is to make a great product that is American materials, but it's assembled and finalized in Peru. Right, so there's a little bit of a price difference.
Yeah.
It's not quite expensive as LBT, but it's not really cheap either.
Right.
But the good thing is we have all the innovation and all the history and all the unbelievable design team at LBT to help push LBX through. So over time, we have built this really good product line that goes from bags to plate carriers, duffel bags, rifle cases, and the whole gist behind LBX is one system. Right? There's a lot of great products out there, but at the end of the day, they're really not all made to work together.
Yeah.
And
separate,
so,
totally
exactly.
separate.
And so, at the end of the day, we've had a couple of, like today, for instance, had a couple of guys walk by the booth and they see our stuff. Oh, it looks great. And well, tell me about it. And then after a while, they start to get enthralled with it. But they understand that now the rifle bag, the duffel, the 3-day, it all works together with our panel system, what we call our map system.
Yeah. The cool thing about it to kind of expand on that a little bit is I like the way the panels actually, and I didn't realize this until you showed me, from the plate carriers to the backpacks to even the duffel on the ends of the duffel.
Right.
You can actually change all those panels out and do that.
Exactly.
And the importance of that, and I'll just use, a trauma kit. I'll use that as an example. If you have Velcro or whatever that you have in your vehicle and you have your trauma kit in there, you can pull your trauma kit off and slap it on the end of your duffel bag, on the end of your backpack, depending on where you're going.
Exactly.
And not only that, I mean, if some of y'all's pouch connectors might have 3 M4 magazines and a Glock magazine pouch in the front. I mean, that's cool. If you're traveling with all that stuff, you can have it, at the ready, rip it off and slap it on your plate carrier.
Exactly. It's easily accessible. And a lot of the law enforcement contracts that have been really big for us lately are because of exactly what you just said. So a lot of guys that are helping us build this are looking into what our men and women need that are in law enforcement as far as, hey, I need to assess what I need to do, what the need is right now. And so if I'm about to breach a house, I use this back panel. If I'm about to go and it's just a quick fight somewhere, then I only need 3 mags, I run this type of mag panel.
So when you say panel exactly, what is?
So basically it's about, I hate to show, but they're about this big and they fit in the normal area where your mags will normally go. So this would be one panel that right now the clips are hidden, but you would clip and remove this panel.
Pull it off if you want to.
Okay, well it's underneath, so it's kind of different, but it's kind of for hidden. So you would clip, remove this panel, right? And for instance, this panel can be used in numerous ways. Connected to the plate carrier, if you're going to go to the range and you want to use it as a dump, you just unzip.
Or a fanny pack. Those are trending right now.
They really are.
Yeah,
and
right.
They actually are.
Yeah, they are. They're crazy right now.
There's some very expensive tactical fanny packs out
LBT makes one that's it's awesome. But the good thing is you can take something like this and go to your 3-day bag, to your plate carrier, to the rifle case, to the duffel bag, and we even make like a mini MGP, like a minimalist bag that you can just snap this on. Yeah. So the uses and the possibilities are really endless, but the great thing is it fits your need, the end user's needs, and build the whole system out they want.
Right.
So there's probably roughly, I would say, 10 or 12 different options from this, from padded to window to color coordinated to round specific, pistol and forward shotgun. There's so many options that we allow our law enforcement, military shooters, whoever's using this to customize how they want.
I mean,
Well,
Yeah.
It's nice too because typically you see Molly
Right.
But that's not always the easiest.
No, it's not. Molly is what we like to call permanent, unless you're going to change your entire rig out.
Yeah.
So if you're running a Molly plate carrier and you have everything rigged, well, if you have a different situation come about, you don't need that weight, you don't need that type of response setup. You can always change it on the fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
And
awesome.
I mean, you guys also make a really nice chest rig, and this is all compatible with the chest
Correct.
rig also.
Correct.
Where I like the chest rig, I'll go out to the range, and whether I'm filming or whatever, it allows me to have something that if I'm off, not right behind my vehicle or whatever,
Yeah.
it gives me, like you said earlier, a dump. I have my extra magazines that are always
Yeah.
there. My spent magazines are right there also. So it's a nice place to put stuff instead of tossing on the ground and going back and picking all your stuff
And
up
exactly,
later.
and from a practical standpoint, if you're going to use this bag to go on the family for the weekend and you need external space on the outside, you could use something like this to hold wallet, headphones, iPad.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's just, that's where it's so great because the possibility is really endless. And the great thing about LBX is because of LBT, that we have a lifetime warranty on everything. So, and LBT is very good about that. If there's something wrong, you send it in. It's a really quick turnaround. If they can't fix it, they'll replace it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just something that LBT has prided itself on, and it's translated over into LBX. And the family of products is getting really big, but getting very specific, if that makes sense, where it all meant to work together.
So
Yeah, it's awesome.
Tell me about the fabric and the stitching.
Well, everything here with LBT is all done, majority of it is with a 500 Cadora, and it comes in all the different color. I mean, just about every color you can imagine right now, between multicam black and our proprietary masquerade, etc. But a lot of the stuff that goes into it's with our pull tabs on all of our zippers. YKK, we do S&S precision pull tabs on all of our on our mag releases. But for the most part, everything here is all assembled with American materials. Then it's sent down to Peru, finalized, and sent back to us.
And when you say finalized, what exactly takes place down there?
Well, they actually sew it all together. So,
Okay.
for instance, all the fabric will come to LBT. It's a pretty cool question. And I actually asked this today in being more specific. But all the material will come to LBT. It'll be sorted, and then they laser cut or digitize or do whatever they need to do and plan everything out. So there'll be stacks of each component that has to be sewn together. Then they all send it together down to Peru, and then all the Peru stitchers put it all together and move it around and sew it all together and send it back.
Very cool.
Yeah. So, and it's great. It's great.
Well, this is a bag here that has so much stuff in it. I love the different pockets that it has. I'm just a big fan of the stuff because
Oh, yeah.
we travel around so much. I mean, the bags are important to us where we can fit into
Well, they
it.
take a beating too.
They do.
I mean, not
Yeah.
just on the range, but traveling
Everywhere.
around and stuff. Yeah.
I have no problem throwing this bag on an airline and letting them check it. And,
Yeah.
the
It
same
makes,
thing.
It makes my Lululemon bag look kind of pathetic right now.
Yeah, it does.
And for the size, I
Right,
mean, it's so we have one that's about the same size. We basically cut it in half to take the back panels from a plate carrier. We removed a few features, but the functionality is the same, and the price drop is pretty drastic. But our goal is to have a family of bags as well that can suit each need: 3-day, 2-day, 1-day, minimalist gear for the day, car bag, etc. So, but it's awesome. We're
What is the
excited.
price point?
That bag would be $250 is MSRP, and it does really well. What we call the Titan Light, which is the one we mentioned earlier, it's about half the size. Depth-wise, it's about $100 less. The majority of our plate carriers run around $250, $200, $250. The panels we talk about around $20 to $50, depending on
That's
how they're
definitely-
set up.
That's pretty competitively priced.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We fit in that really unique niche between some of the. I mean, there's, as we mentioned before, there's so much great gear out there, and we fit that middle ground price structure between
Quality
certain
price.
brands and certain brands, right? So, and if it fits your needs, it's a great product.
Or a gun case too. I forgot to even mention the gun
Oh,
case.
yeah.
You guys have an awesome gun case. Actually, since the way my bed in my truck works with the locking cover on it, I have one of your gun cases that I just slide in and it stays there.
Yeah.
So whatever I'm going to use, I open it up, slide it in, zip it up, and I'm gone.
Done. Yeah, and the one of the case that we're bringing back soon that's made to fit in a Pelican. I think it's a 1700. So it's basically the same size, and it has a loop on the back, and you can just attach your own hook inside the case. But it fits inside a Pelican case perfectly. And you flip it open, it velcros, and you get all your gear. Remove the soft case.
Okay.
So if you're going to fly, you don't want to fly with a soft case.
Right.
You fly with this, throw the LBX bag in it. It's got all the loop, pouches, all the fix your rifle down, and then when you go to the range, just leave the hard case of the hotel or in the car and go with your soft case.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you guys have
Very cool.
booth down here. Is this information correct?
No, it's not. It's 31307.
Oh, never mind. Hold on. That
LBG.
is,
There you go.
31307.
That's right.
And website, where can they go to find you guys?
LBXtactical.com, and the parent company is London Bridge Trading.
Cool.
So, yeah, it's awesome, man.
Thank you, Bo. Appreciate
You got it,
you
man.
reaching
Thanks
out.
for coming. I appreciate it, man. It's good to always be here. It's good to always be
Definitely.
here.
We'll see you next time.
Thanks. Good or bad?
Man. Always
Okay.
worry about good or bad. It was perfect.
Good. Nice. That's good to hear.
All right. When do you head out?
What?
When do you head out?
I head out tomorrow. No, I head out
We
Saturday morning.
Okay. Well,
Sweating a little bit? Yeah. I'll leave tomorrow. You're leaving tomorrow?
Well, no, he hasn't recovered. He has a beer in there for me. So I'm gonna